Let's learn about the related and related table function. Related and related table functions let you use the relationship between tables to generate calculations. In your data model, you will have relationship between tables and the cardinality would be, in most of the times, it would be one to many or many to one. With related function, you can bring data from one side of the relationship into the many side of the relationship. If I want to look for any value in the product table and want to bring it in the sales table, I can use related function. Okay. Whereas a related table works the opposite way. If you want to bring data from the many side of the table into the one side, you can use related table function. Let's learn this with an example. We have a sales table here where we have order information at each product level. So we have this product key denoting each product, and we have information like how many quantities are purchased for each product. Now, the product price is in the products table. Okay, so for each product, we have the product price information. If I want to know how much sales did I make, I need to multiply order quantity with the product price. But order quantity is in the sales table and product price is in the products table. So if I need to bring the product price column into sales table, I can use related function and bring the data from the product table. I can create a new column here. Product price. And if I simply search for the product price column, it would not let me search it because it is not present in this table. So to bring any column from the related tables, I need to use related function. Okay, with related function, I can see all the tables which has one side relationship, right? So I can simply bring product price from here. That's it. So I've got product price column here. I can simply multiply order quantity and the product price to get the sales. So related function works similar to doing a VLOOKUP in Excel. Very easy to use, but very effective. Now let's learn about the related table function. Related table function brings all the rows from the table which has many side of the relationship. Okay. For example, if I look at the sales table once again, we have the data at the customer level. So we have this customer key column. So for each customer, we have the transaction information. And then we have a separate customer dimension table where we have customer um, name, date of birth, and gender information. Now, if I want to know what was the first transaction made by each customer, how will I do this? So for that, I can use related table. Related table will work in the context of the customer's table and bring the related rows from the sales table. So in the sales table, I have the order date for each orders. I need to find the first order for each customer. So I can go to customer table. Okay, first order date. So for first order date, I need to use min x function. Okay, so min x because I want to find the minimum order date. So min x, now which table do I need to look for? So here I need to use a related table, and that is sales. And in that table, I simply need to refer order date column. So I've got the first date. This is the first order for each customer. Okay. Similarly, I can also find the last order for each customer. Can use maxx function here. So now I have the first order for each customer and last order for each customer. If I want to know what is the duration between the first and the last order, I can find that out. Okay. I can find days between first and the last orders simply by taking a date difference between these two columns. Okay. Now, if I also want to know how many orders each customer has placed, how can I do that? So if I need to do that, once again, we can look at the sales table. In the sales table, we have order date, and for each order date, we have the order number, and we also have the products which are purchased in that order. So it may be possible that we may have multiple rows for each if there are multiple products purchased in an order, right? But my objective is to find the distinct order number. So if I simply look for the related rows, I may get incorrect result. Let me show you this with an example. So if I simply want to, let's say I want to count the related rows, order lines. So if I want to look for the order lines, then I can simply do a count rows from the related table. So it will tell me how many order lines do I have from each customer. These does not belong, these order lines does not mean the orders, remember, because order lines can have, one order can have multiple lines for each product. Okay. So here we can see the order lines, how many rows do we have in the related table for each customer. Okay. But if I want to know how many orders were there, then I can calculate that too. Orders, and I will use a calculate function for this. With my expression would be a distinct count of order number from the sales table. And my filter is that I want to look for the related table here, related table, which is sales table. So now I have the actual order counts for each customer. You can see that many customers are purchasing either one or the two orders, whereas there are few which are purchasing more orders, which are purchasing more frequently. If I want to know even the what is the order frequency, I can simply take the total days of the customer, which is the difference between the first order and the last order, and how many orders did they place during that duration. That will give you the order frequency. So you can find out that as well. Let's say this would be order frequency. Order frequency would be date, diff between first order, last order in days. So these will be the total number of days. And if you divide this by orders, it will give you the order frequency. How many days difference do we have in each orders? So you can identify which customers are frequently ordering versus which customers are not frequently ordering. Okay, so this is how we can apply related and related table function. I hope that you understood the difference. Let's look at the key takeaway between the related and related table. Related function lets you retrieve a single value from a column in the related table. It requires one-to-many or many-to-one relationship where your current table should be on the many side, and it returns a single value from the related table for the current row. Whereas related table function lets you retrieve all rows from the related table that are connected to the current row in a table. It also requires one-to-many or many-to-one relationship where the current table is on the one side of the relationship. Okay. And it returns a table of rows from the related table. Thank you and see you in the next video.